Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm coming to you live from Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts, here to bring you some high school baseball action between the visiting Needham High Rockets and the Warriors of Brookline High School. Weather was less than kind to outdoor sports yesterday. Had some rain in the later parts of the day, and today it's been pretty cloudy, but someone up there must know that we're about to play a baseball game because the skies are clearing up quite nicely. You know, may have some clouds roll over at some point, but right now it's looking beautiful. So without further ado, as the Warriors get ready to take the field for their final warm-ups before the top of the first inning, let's really quick go through the roster for the two teams in today's game. Let's start with the visiting Needham High Rockets. Leading off for Needham, the third baseman, number 8, Jacob Smith. Batting second, the shortstop, number 9, Nico Schwartz. Batting third, the second baseman, number 15, Will Gworek. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 24, Jack Levine. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 20, Kevin Barnett. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 2, Jeremy Melton. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 28, Ben Wertheim. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 6, Nate Solomon. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Dylan Weinbaum. Just playing in the field for Needham today, the left fielder, number 14, Peter Cohen. That is the starting lineup for the Needham High Rockets. Smith at third, Schwartz the shortstop, Gworek at second, Levine at first, Barnett on the mound, Melton in right, Wertheim the DH, Solomon behind the plate, Weinbaum in center, and Cohen just playing defense in left. Now really quick, let's go through the lineup for the Brookline High Warriors as the warm-ups are about to end. Leading off for Brookline, the third baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. Batting second, the first baseman, number 10, Eli Rothman. Batting third, the left fielder, number 7, Daniel Villa. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 20, Harrison Siegel. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 11, Conrad Wickman. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 16, Jake Levin. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 4, Avery Melton. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 15, Leander Gosling. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Ryan Kravitz. And just playing in the field, taking the mound for Brookline today is number 6, Jack Martell. So that is the starting lineup for Brookline today. Sawada at third, Rothman at first, Villa in left, Siegel in right, Wickman the DH, Levin at second, Melton behind the plate, Gosling the shortstop, Kravitz in center, and Martell just in the field on the mound today. Now we've got our leadoff hitter for Needham, the third baseman, number 8, Jacob Smith. First pitch of this ball game comes in low for ball 1. One-0 pitch misses outside, ball 2. And this is high contact out to left. Villa is chasing it back. He lost it, and he tracks it down off one bounce, but that's going to be a leadoff double to left for Smith. The sunny conditions may have played a role in that one as Daniel Villa was trying to track it. Far from the easiest trajectory, though, and so Needham has a leadoff runner at second. Now batting, the shortstop, number 9, Nico Schwartz. First pitch, and he slices it foul. And that's going to be out of play for strike 1. Martell checks the runner, checks again. Now the pitch. In there for strike 2. This is Martell's 4th pitching appearance this season, his 3rd as the starter. He's got a 1-1 record, has pitched 9 2/3 innings, given up 12 runs, 7 of them earned on 10 hits, 5 walks, 2 hit by pitches, with a team-leading 12 strikeouts. Martell stares in. Count is 0-2 to Schwartz. Checks on Smith at second. Now the pitch, and he slices this one high. This one's a little more shallow. Kravitz under it in center field. He's got the catch, and the runner holds. You can hear the wind gusting, and that's also definitely going to play some kind of factor on fly balls to the outfield. Runner at second, 1 out. Now batting the second baseman, number 15, Will Gworek. First pitch, and he takes it high for ball 1. This pitch, it's a grounder over to second, fielded cleanly by Levin, thrown to Rothman at first for out number 2. A quick pair of outs, but the first run of the game now just 90 feet from home, and now up is the first baseman, number 24, Jack Levine. First pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. In the world of odd coincidences, it is kind of funny that Needham has a player named Jack Levine and Brookline has a player named Jake Levin. Like literally just swap over the E. It's practically the same name. As that one misses high and outside for ball 1. This has been Jesse's silly observation for the day. Thank you. 1-1 the count to Levine. Smith at third, 2 down here in the top of the first. That pitch comes in low for ball 2. Melton was trying to do some framing work there, but no go. In further coincidence, there's a player with the last name Melton on both teams today. No relation, I assume, although you never know. 2-1 pitch, and that's a grounder, and that's going to go foul up the first base line. 2-2 now, the count to Levine. Now the pitch, and he fouls it to the backstop. Levine stays alive at 2-2. The wind continues to gust out here at Warren. This pitch swung on and missed. Big strikeout for Martell to end the inning. The Rockets start off with a rocket to lead off the top of the first, but they leave the man stranded at third as Martell maintains his poise and puts the next 3 batters down in order. Brookline now getting ready to see the plate for the first time. Due up, Sawada, Rothman, and Villa. on the mound for Needham is number 20, Kevin Barnett. And it's another lefty arm that Brookline is facing off against. I think this makes 3 straight lefty arms that Brookline's gone up against, and they've seen firsthand how that can limit base running capabilities with that potential pickoff throw to first. Now with the catcher throwing down to second, that ends the warm-ups. And up comes the Brookline leadoff hitter, the third baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. First pitch from Barnett, and Sawada swings and golfs it over the backstop for strike 1. Sawada, so far this season, he's started every game. He's batting .250, 6 for 24 with 5 walks as he makes contact there, and that's going to go foul up the third base line. So he's made contact on both pitches, but neither has gone in play. Sawada leads the team in walks with 5, in stolen bases with 3, and in runs scored with 6. 0-2 pitch from Barnett comes in low, ball 1. And runs are a thing Brookline desperately wants today. They've been shut out in each of their past 2 contests. This pitch misses for ball 2. Two-two pitch and swing and a miss. Caught him chasing in the dirt for strike 3. So 1 out, and now up the first baseman, number 10, Eli Rothman. First pitch, he hits a high dribbler up the third base line. If this stays fair, and it does not stay fair. Just foul. That was almost an infield single for Rothman, who currently among the better hitters for Brookline in terms of batting average, batting .294, 5 for 17 with a hit by pitch, shares the team lead in steals with Sawada with 3. 0-1 pitch, hard contact this time. It's a grounder, chased down by the shortstop, thrown to first, and they get him in time. Solid contact, but that really needed to be right up the middle if it was going to get through to the outfield. And too hard of contact for an infield hit. 2 down, now up the left fielder, number 7, Daniel Pancho Villa. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Villa this season batting .263, 5 for 19 with a walk. He's got 2 runs and 2 RBIs. This pitch comes in low for ball 1. Pitch from Barnett. High and outside, ball 2. This pitch also comes in high. 3-1 now the count to Villa. This pitch is sliced over the backstop, and that'll be a full count. Payoff pitch. And he golfs this one out to right. Right fielder is tracking it, and he slides and drops it. Villa's going to take off for second. Right fielder struggles to bring it back up, and Villa slides in safely. So Villa now stands at second with 2 down. Big potential opportunity for Brookline with a runner in scoring position as up comes the cleanup hitter and right fielder number 20, Harrison Siegel. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. In terms of scorecard, I would mark that hit by Villa as a single to right and advancing to second on an E9. Because that was a hard catch as Siegel fouls this one off to the backstop for strike 1. That was a hard catch for the right fielder to make, but if he doesn't go for the slide or the dive, he probably picks that up easily and holds Villa at first. That's my feeling. You know, feel free to let me know in the live chat if you disagree with my stat keeping there. 1-1 pitch to Siegel comes in low, and Villa's going to take off for third. This is going to be a close play. Safe. That one either a wild pitch or a passed ball. Either way, Brookline now has a runner at third with 2 down. A 2-1 count to Siegel. Pitch. He golfs this one out to the outfield. Is this going to drop? Yes, it is! Brookline's on the board. Harrison Siegel, the team leader in hits and batting average, comes through. He drives in Villa with Brookline's first run of the ball game. Now at the plate, the designated hitter, number 11, Conrad Wickman. Wickman swings and misses for strike 1. This pitch is sliced foul for strike 2. This is Wickman's first starting appearance of the season and just his second plate appearance. He had his first last week against Sharon. 0-2 pitch, and they catch him chasing in the dirt, and that's going to be strike 3. And that is going to end the inning. Brookline gets on the board first in the bottom of the first, courtesy of an RBI hit from Harrison Siegel. You can mark that as Siegel's 4th RBI of the season. He now shares the team lead in RBIs with Connor Jernigan at 4. Meanwhile, Daniel Villa gets his 3rd run scored of the season. Siegel also increases his team-leading hits mark to 9 hits on the season. With that, he is now 9 for 20, a near 500 average, as he has been remarkably consistent with his bat so far this season. Due up will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters for Needham, and that is the pitcher Barnett, and then the right fielder Melton, and then the DH Wertheim. So starting off with two guys that definitely want to make up for that last half inning. The pitcher Barnett giving up a pair of 2-out hits to surrender the game's first run. And then Jeremy Melton for a chance at a really nice catch out in right field that just didn't stay in his glove. That put a runner in scoring position. Now up, the pitcher, number 20, Kevin Barnett. Jack Martell, his first pitch, in there for strike one. Needham also got a runner to third in the first inning, but ultimately left that runner stranded. That was a leadoff double by Jacob Smith, as this is a swing and a miss from Barnett for strike two. Oh, 2 pitch, swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Martell catches him chasing to the outside and gets out number 1. That is 2 strikeouts and 2 consecutive strikeouts dating back to last inning for Martell. First pitch to Melton, and he pops it high. And it's caught by 11. 4 pitches, and Martell's already got 2 down. He's got to be happy with that efficiency, as Melton pops out to second for out number 2. Now up, the designated hitter, number 28, Ben Wertheim. First pitch is high for ball 1. First called ball of the inning so far. As this one comes in low for ball 2. This pitch is a hard grounder over to second, fielded cleanly by Levin, and thrown to first for out number 3. 2 batted balls go to Levin at second, and he takes care of them both. Martell takes care of business in the top of the second. 1, 2, 3, the batters go. And for Brookline, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 hitters, starting off with the fielder who took 2 of the balls in that second inning, and that is the second baseman, Jake Levin. It'll be Levin, and then Brookline's Melton, Avery Melton, the catcher, followed up by the shortstop, Leander Gosling. Now here we go, the bottom of the second inning. Barnett back on the mound for Needham. Brookline leading 1-0. And leading off here in the bottom of the second baseman, number 16, Jake Levin. First pitch catches the corner for strike 1. 0-1 pitch, and Levin golfs this one into shallow center, and that's going to drop! Mark that as Jake Levin's first hit of the season. Brookline has now gotten 3 singles in the last 4 batters. Now coming up, the catcher, number 4, Avery Melton. And we got our first pickoff attempt from Barnett, and Levin scurries back easily. And he shows bunt, but he fouls it off for strike 1. Melton, like Conrad Wickman before him, just 1 plate appearance to his name coming into this game, as he had a single plate appearance 2 days ago out in Natick. He got a base hit, but would later be thrown out at home. He shows bunt again, pulls back, and that's going to be a ball. Levin did take off running, but the first baseman was sprinting in to cover the bunt, so no one was there for a potential pickoff. Now the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 2. After being caught at home on Monday, Melton left the game, was replaced at the catcher position by Ben Doctoroff. I was afraid he might have been hurt. He looks okay. He'll be a guy to keep an eye on as this game goes. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. That'll be strike 3. One out and a runner at first. Up comes the shortstop, number 15, Leander Gosling. Throw back to first to check on Levin. Gosling, another guy looking for his first hit. He's only had 3 at-bats so far as he swings and misses at that one, as this is just his second starting appearance this season. Usually he's more of a defensive specialist. He can play multiple spots in the infield. Now the 0-1, and that comes in low, well blocked by the catcher to make that a simple ball 1. One and one, the count to Gosling. And Barnett steps off the rubber. Back on now. One pitch in there for strike 2. Clouds starting to hover over us here at Warren Field. It was nice and sunny when we started, but I said we might have some clouds rolling in, so looks like that's what's happened so far. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Barnett, and now 2 down. And up comes the center fielder, number 3, Ryan Kravitz. First pitch inside, ball 1. One-0 pitch comes in high for ball 2. Kravitz so far this season batting 2 for 17, but he's got 3 walks, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. And that one in there for strike one. You can see one thing Kravitz likes to do. He is one of the shorter players out there and likes to take advantage of his small strike zone. He also likes to just duck a little bit sometimes the pitch comes in to try and get that high ball count. As that one actually comes in low for ball 3. 3-1, the count to Kravitz, 2 down, Levin at first. Swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 2. Count now full to Kravitz. Runner takes off, but it doesn't matter. Pitch comes in high for ball 4. Make that 4 walks on the season for Kravitz, as Brookline now has 2 runners on, cycling around to the top of the lineup. Up comes the third baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. Sawada went down swinging his last time up. He's now got 2 runners on and 2 outs. First pitch, and he slices it to the backstop for strike 1. Sawada, along with his team-high 6 runs scored, he also has 2 RBI. As Barnett checks the runner. This one comes in high for ball 1. This one also comes in high for ball 2. Barnett checks the lead runner. 2-1 pitch. That comes in high, and that almost hit him. And now the catcher, Nate Solomon, going out to talk to his pitcher, trying to settle him down. Another ball outside the zone is going to load the bases for Eli Rothman. Three-one pitch. That comes in low, and that's ball 4. Back-to-back walks load the bases for Brookline here with 2 down. Now up comes the first baseman, number 10, Eli Rothman. Last time up, he grounded out to short, but here he's got a prime opportunity to bring in a run. First pitch, hard contact, past the shortstop into left. That scores 1. Kravitz rounding third, coming into home, and he's going to make it. 2 runs in off the single from Eli Rothman. Brookline, its second straight 2-out rally. Jake Levin and Ryan Kravitz come in to score on that one. And now with runners at first and second and 2 down, up comes the left fielder, number 7, Daniel Pancho Villa. Last time up, Villa singled to right, advanced to second on an error, and later came in to score on a single by Harrison Siegel. This first pitch is in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch, big swing and a miss for Villa. That'll be strike 2. Base runner is getting ready to take off on contact. Count is 0-2 to Villa. And we got a timeout. And now Villa back into the box, Barnett back on the rubber. 0-2 pitch, and that skips in low for ball 1. Well covered by Solomon. Anything gets past him, and it'll become runners at second and third. One-two pitch, and that one comes in high for ball 2. Two and two, 2 outs, 2 runners on here in the bottom of the second. Pitch, and he golfs this one foul, and it's over my head, and not going to be tracked down by anybody. Villa stays alive at 2 and 2. Barnett checks the lead runner again. 2-2 pitch. Villa makes contact. It's a grounder over to short, fielded by the shortstop, thrown to first, and they stretch out to make the play. A good stretch by the first baseman, Levine, to put an end to the second inning, but through 2, Brookline's offense producing. 3-0 now the lead. All runs so far scored with 2 outs. In the first inning, Villa got the 2-out hit on that pop fly to right field, where Jeremy Melton just couldn't hold into the sliding catch. Villa got down to second, advanced to third on either a wild pitch or a passed ball, whatever you want to call it, and then came in to score on a single to center by Harrison Siegel. Then in the second inning, Brookline got a leadoff runner on off a single from Jake Levin, but then 2 quick strikeouts made it look like Barnett was going to get out of the inning. But then back-to-back 2-out walks by Ryan Kravitz and Keenan Sawada loaded up the bases, and Eli Rothman took the first pitch he saw and sent a laser out to left field to bring in 2 runs. Now we go into the top of the third inning, and it'll be the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for Needham. Solomon, Weinbaum, and Smith. Smith, so far, the only batter who's gotten a hit against Brookline starter Jack Martell, who now has some run support to work with. First pitch catches the corner. Strike 1. That one also catches the outside corner for strike 2. A quick 0-2 hole for the catcher, number 6, Nate Solomon. This one in the dirt, that's going to be ball 1. That one also skips in. Definitely one of those pitches where you're happy there are no runners on. 2-2 the count. And a timeout called by Solomon. This one is low for ball 3. Now the payoff pitch, and that comes in low for ball 4. Solomon draws a walk, and my apologies, folks, I'm hearing a weird buzzing sound. Just going to try and unplug and replug a few things. Okay, I think that's all right. First pitch to Weinbaum is grounded foul down the third base line. This is the center fielder, number 3, Dylan Weinbaum. And this one skips in the dirt, and the runner is going to take off. Solomon down to second on the wild pitch. And Needham now has a runner in scoring position. One and one, the count to Weinbaum. Solomon leading off from second. This pitch is a grounder right back to Martell. He's going to throw it down to third. They're going to try and get the lead runner. Sawada's chasing him down. Throw back to Gosling. Gosling chasing him, gets the tag. Heads up play by the defense on Brookline's end. Martell making a nice snag and deciding to go for the big play, and they get the lead runner. Now back around to the leadoff hitter with a runner at first and one out. A pickoff attempt is tried, and Weinbaum gets back safely. It is the third baseman, number 8, Jacob Smith, at the plate. Last time up, he launched a double to deep left field, but would end up stranded at third back in the first inning. First pitch, it's a hard grounder. Skips past Sawada, and that's going to go into left. And Weinbaum is rounding second, going to third. And Smith is going to go to second. That is his second double of the day. Runner is now at second and third with one out. Up comes the shortstop, number 9, Nico Schwartz. Again, some people might debate how I scored that one, but that was just a weird hop at the hot corner. Not much Sawada could have done about that. And so that's why I would mark it a base hit. That first pitch comes in outside for ball 1. Credit to the Needham base runners on that play, though. They took off and did not hesitate rounding the bags as that went into left field. Initially, it looked like a single, but then just kind of wound up in no man's land out in left field. This pitch to Schwartz drops in for strike 1. Schwartz, his last time up, he flew out to center. And in a situation like this, all he's really got to do is put the ball in play, and a run should come in to score. This pitch is sliced, and it's going to stay in the infield. Rothman is under it, backing. He's got the catch, falls down, and throws for home as the runner thought about taking off, as Rothman lost his balance on that one. Did I say a run was going to come in so long as he put the ball in play? I didn't say that. I don't remember saying that. What are you talking about? 2 down now, and up comes the second baseman, number 15, Will Gwarek. Last time up, Gwarek grounded out to second. Now he's got runners at second and third with 2 down. First pitch misses low for ball 1. This one in high for ball 2. There is an open base, so a walk, not the worst thing in the world if that happens. But you know Martell would prefer to get the out here. (2-0) pitch. Makes contact. That's going to go foul out in left field. Villa on his horse chasing after it, and he's got it. Pancho Villa chases it down, and that's going to end the top of the third inning. Once again, Needham stranding runners, this time 2 in scoring position. And Brookline maintains its lead at 3-0. Due up in the bottom of the third for Brookline will be the 4, 5, 6 hitters, namely Siegel, Wickman, and Levin. And Brookline has got to be happy with the offensive production so far. They've scored as many runs in these first 2 innings as they've scored in the last 21 innings before this one. Those, of course, dating back to the shutout losses to Natick on Monday and to Newton South last Friday, and, of course, the 8-3 loss to Sharon last Wednesday. Now stepping in is the right fielder, number 20, Harrison Siegel. He gets the first pitch, hits a grounder over to second, fielded cleanly, and thrown to first for 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Barnett's got to be happy with that one. Now up, the designated hitter, number 11, Conrad Beast Wickman. First pitch, and he makes contact out to center. Sliding catch out in center by Weinbaum. An acrobatic play out in center. 2 pitches, 2 outs. The fielder is getting the job done behind Barnett. And now with 2 down and nobody on, up comes the second baseman, number 16, Jake Levin, and he fouls the first pitch off for strike 1. It's wild. The Needham outfield almost had a great sliding catch back in the first inning, but that ended up prolonging the inning and bringing in a run. Now, a spectacular play out in center by Weinbaum. Potentially risky because, like we saw in the first inning, if you miss that sliding catch and it gets past you, that can turn to disaster. Some guys just prefer to take it easy and let it drop in front of them, just, to keep the ball in front of them. But a great catch by Weinbaum, and now it's 2 down, 2-1 the count, and that one is low for ball 3. Levin, of course, led off the second inning with a single to center and later came in to score on the 2-out single by Rothman. And this one skips in low, and Levin is going to trot down to first once again, this time with a 2-out walk. Now with 2 down and a runner at first, up comes the catcher, number 4, Avery Melton. Melton, his last time up, he struck out. First pitch comes in low for ball 1. 1-0 pitch catches the inside corner for strike one. This pitch, the inside corner again, strike two. 1-2 the count, two down, runner at first here in the bottom of the third. And now Melton, a hard grounder up the middle, chased down by Gwarek, flips it to second for the fielder's choice. Heads up play by Gwarek. If there wasn't a runner on there, that might have been an infield single for Melton, but instead it'll be a fielder's choice. So Brookline gets shut out for the first time today. They still hold a lead through 3 innings. The score, Brookline 3, Needham 0. Once again, thank you all for tuning in today to this high school baseball broadcast here at Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. As always, remember, if you're enjoying the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. And of course, if you got anything to say, I encourage you to say it in the live chat, whether it's cheering on your favorite team or players, making any observations about the action going on, or if I'm saying someone's name wrong. Especially if I'm saying someone's name wrong, please let me know in the live chat. Jack Martell returns to the mound for Brookline for his 4th inning of work. He will be facing the 4, 5, 6 hitters, Levine, Barnett, and Melton. You can hear the wind gusting again out here at Warren. And now leading off for Needham, the first baseman, number 24, Jack Levine. First pitch to Levine misses to the outside, ball one. Levine, his last time up, he struck out to end the first inning. Now he faces a 2-0 count after that pitch came in low. Two-0 pitch, and it's a grounder. It stays fair up the first base line, and Rothman's just going to take it himself. That one just hopped over the bag to stay in fair territory. And so mark that as 3 unassisted on that grounder. Now up for Needham, the pitcher, number 20, Kevin Barnett. First pitch catches the high corner for strike one. Barnett, one of the taller players out there, which makes sense. A lot of pitchers tend to be on the taller side. But that gives him a slightly bigger strike zone as he makes hard contact here, and that's going to drop in front of Kravitz for a single. Barnett hoping to add to his own cause with a single to center. He is only the second hitter for Needham to get a base hit after Jacob Smith has had 2 doubles. And we got a pinch runner. This is number 16, Brooks Clark. Now at the plate, the right fielder, number 2, Jeremy Melton. Pickoff attempt back at first, and Clark dives back safely. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Melton. Melton, his last time up as he takes this pitch low for ball 1. Last time up, Melton popped out to the second baseman back in the 2nd inning. Now he's got a runner at first with 1 down here on the top of the 4th. Pitch misses outside, ball 2. Martell checks on Clark over at first. Now the pitch, and it gets a past Melton. Clark gets down to second. I'm not sure if, I don't think they said he went. So I think the count is 3-1 with a runner now at second. This pitch comes in high, and oh, I guess they said he went because now the count is full. Martell checks the runner at second. Payoff pitch is fouled off. Melton stays alive. And a throwback to second. And Clark dives back. Martell keeping the base runner honest. Payoff pitch again. Hard contact to left. Villa on his horse, and he makes the grab. The runner holds, and it'll now be 2 down with a runner at second. Up comes the designated hitter, number 28, Ben Wertheim. First pitch, and he makes contact. That's out to left center. That's going to be a tough chase. Kravitz dives, can't get it. Villa backs him up. A runner's going to come in, and that's a long single to left center for Ben Wertheim to get Needham on the board. Brooks Clark, the pinch runner, comes in to score on the RBI single by Ben Wertheim. Now up the catcher, number 6, Nate Solomon, as he takes the first one high for ball 1. Solomon did draw a free pass his last time up. One-0 pitch in there for strike 1. It's interesting, for both teams, all runs have come with 2 outs. Now the pitch, and there's a grounder. Fielded, no, juggled by Levin. He picks it up and can't make the throw to first. And E4 puts runners at first and second for the center fielder, number 3, Dylan Weinbaum. And we've got another pinch runner coming in for the catcher. This is number 12, Max Casper. First pitch to Weinbaum. Catches the low corner for strike one. Weinbaum, his last time up, he grounded into a fielder's choice as Solomon got tagged out between second and third. Now he's got 2 outs and runners on first and second as he swings and misses at that one for strike 2. Martel's gotten out of a couple of big jams unscathed. He can't come out unscathed in this inning as Needham is on the board now, but trying to limit the damage. The 0-2 pitch misses outside for ball 1. Martel tried to catch him chasing, but Weinbaum wouldn't bite. Wertheim at second. Casper, the pinch runner, at first. 1-2 pitch. Skips in the dirt. Well covered by Melton. As anything that gets past him puts runners at second and third. Hard contact. It's a grounder. Diving snag by Sawada. He's going to try and throw to first. And it gets past Rothman. A run is going to come in. Rothman chases it down. Throw for home. Not in time. Needham making this one a ball game. That one could be marked as an infield single. And then an advance to second on an E5. Now we cycle back around to the leadoff hitter, number 8, Jacob Smith. Smith 2 for 2 with 2 doubles today. And it looks like he got something in his eye. The wind is gusting around here. So not hard for a foreign object to fly in there. But now a big chance for Needham. They've cut the deficit down to 1. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. They've got their hottest hitter so far up at the plate. First pitch, and he slices it foul out of play. Now this one, a grounder over to Sawada. He goes for the tag and gets the tag. Brookline gets out of the jam, but far from unscathed. Needham on the board, and they make it close. The score, Brookline 3, Needham 2. You know, it's got to be tough for Sawada because he didn't make, in my mind, he didn't make the wrong decision throwing to first. It's like, you know, try and make the play, see if you can make it. But if he does hold on to that ball and just let the runners load the bases, then that's one less run on the board. But as they say, that is spilt milk under the bridge. Barnett returns to the mound for the bottom of the 4th inning. As the wind really gusting at this moment. My apologies for the shaky camera from time to time. Unfortunately, my weather controlling power is just not working today. It'll be the 8-9-1 hitters due up for Brookline: Gosling, Kravitz, and Sawada. Now up, the shortstop, number 15, Leander Gosling. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Gosling, his last time up, he struck out. Oh, 1 pitch, catches the outside corner for strike two. We got a few raindrops pitter-pattering here. I might be pulling out an umbrella soon, as that one misses outside for ball one. I mean, the one thing is it's hard to tell if they're actually raindrops or if they're just blowing water off the trees from yesterday's rain. 1-2 pitch, and Gosling fouls it off to stay alive. One-two pitch again. Comes in low for ball two. Needham was ready to celebrate the strikeout there. Instead, it'll be a 2-2 count. This pitch catches him with the high heat, strike three. The weather's an important thing to keep an eye on, as well, as after this half inning, we'll have an official game played as Ryan Kravitz steps in and takes ball one. Kravitz, of course, his last time up, he drew a 2-out walk and later came in to score on Rothman's 2-run hit, as he now takes ball two. This one, a hard grounder past the third baseman into left field. Kravitz reaches on a single to left. Now up with a runner at first and 1 out. The third baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. First pitch to Sawada is low for ball one. Sawada, like Kravitz, drew a 2-out walk last time he was up. He was ultimately stranded at third, or at second. Yeah, at second. This pitch, he slices it, and it's right at the third baseman for out number 2. So 2 down and a runner at first. Up comes the first baseman, number 10, Eli Rothman. First pitch comes in low for ball one. Of course, Rothman, his last time up, he had that big 2-out, 2-run hit back in the second. And that hit looking a lot bigger now that Needham has put up a pair of their own runs. Rothman chops this one into center, and a running catch by Weinbaum. Dylan Weinbaum showing off his range in center field to end the 4th inning. The score through 4, Brookline 3, Needham 2. We do have some sparse raindrops starting to fall out here, and that's definitely something to keep an eye on. It's not bad enough to call the game yet. Keep your eyes peeled. In the meantime, for this 4th intermission here, I'd like to take a minute to spotlight a local charity, the Brookline Food Pantry. The Brookline Food Pantry provides groceries to Brookline residents in need of food assistance. The pantry saw a huge increase in demand for food assistance at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that number, unfortunately, has not gone back down. Since March of 2020, the food pantry has served an average of 650 to 700 households each week, more than 4 times the rate of families served pre-COVID. The Brookline Food Pantry is fighting the good fight to end hunger in our community, and they are always looking for more people willing to lend a hand, whether through monetary donations, direct food donations, or volunteers in the pantry. Food donations can be made at United Parish Church at 210 Harvard Street in Brookline, on Wednesdays from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and on Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to noon. Visit brooklinefoodpantry.org or call 617-800-5339 for more information about how you can help feed your community. Once again, brooklinefoodpantry.org or call 617-800-5339. Now we start the top of the fifth. First pitch in there for a strike. Rain is indeed coming down here, so I'm trying to hold my umbrella here in the wind. This is Nico Schwartz at the plate, and he skies this one deep to left center. They're chasing it. They're not going to get there. That's going to go all the way to the wall in left center. Nico Schwartz with a missile to lead off the top of the fifth inning. Now up, the second baseman, number 15, Will Gworek. First pitch is a ball. Needham threatening with the potential tying run at second base. Next pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Gworek, his last time up, he flew out into foul territory in left field to end the third inning as we've got a meeting at the mound with Martell. This doesn't look like they're bringing in a new pitcher. They might start some action going in the bullpen, but looks like they're going to leave Martell in there to face off against Gworek, who so far is 0 for 2 today, but now up with a prime opportunity. The tying run at second. Whoa, sorry. Umbrella's being blown around by the wind. The 2-0 pitch comes in high for ball 3. 3-0 the count. .30 pitch in there for strike 1. .31 pitch. Hard grounder up the middle. That's going to go into the outfield. Picked up by Kravitz. They've sent the runner home, and he's going to score. This game is tied. Gworek advances to second on the throw, and Needham has tied this ball game. Now coming up, the first baseman, number 24, Jack Levine. Runner at second, nobody out here in the top of the fifth. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Levine. Levine, his last time up, he grounded out to first to lead off the fourth inning. Now he's got a runner at second, the potential go-ahead run with nobody out, as that ball misses outside for ball 1. One pitch. That one also misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Skips in low, 3-1. Three-one pitch, and he chops it high, and that's going to be out of play. Full count, nobody out, runner at second. This game tied at 3. Payoff pitch, skips in, and that's going to be a free pass for Levine. Now up, runners at first and second, nobody out. Up comes a very happy pitcher in Kevin Barnett. The lead that he surrendered has now vanished. His team is tied, and he's showing bunt. He pulls back, and I think that one was called ball 1. Showing bunt again. Pulls back again, and that's going to be ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Catches the inside corner for strike 1. Showing bunt again, he pulls back, and that's going to be ball 3. You don't want to give up a free pass to a guy showing bunt. 3-1 is the count to Barnett. He's showing bunt again. Pitch, he lays the bunt. Picked up by Martell, thrown to third, and they juggled it. Bases now loaded with nobody out. And this might be a call to the pen. Indeed, the day is going to end for Jack Martell. Brooks Clark back out to pinch run again. So 3 inherited runners will be given to the relief pitcher, number 21, James Dialchand Erickson. Oops, I think my umbrella knocked the camera there. After the warm-ups, it'll be Jeremy Melton due up with the bases loaded and nobody out. Sky seems to be clearing up a bit. The rain seems to have stopped just in time for Brookline's relief pitcher to come in. D'Alchand Erickson making his 4th pitching appearance. He has an 0-2 record, but has pitched a team-high 14-plus innings. He's given up 10 runs, 8 earned, on 12 hits, 8 walks, and has 10 strikeouts. Now up, the right fielder, number 2, Jeremy Melton. First pitch hits him. The very first pitch, and in comes the go-ahead run. A bases loaded hit by pitch. That brings in Gwarek. Now up is Wertheim. First pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. A 1 pitch. He golfs it into the air. It's being tracked, and it's caught at short by Martell, who is taken over for Gosling at the shortstop position. So that'll be out number 1. Now at the plate is the catcher, number 6, Nate Solomon. First pitch in there for strike 1. This pitch, it's a dribbler over to third. Sawada picks it up, throws the runner out at home, and that'll be out number 2 on the fielder's choice. Next up is the center fielder, number 3, Dylan Weinbaum. Bases still loaded, but now 2 down. That pitch, Needham wanted another hit-by-pitch call. They did not get it. Instead of that'll simply be ball 1. Needham coach was coming down from third to argue that, but he wasn't going to win that argument. 1-0 the count as they switch out the baseballs. Want to know the count, bases loaded, 2 down. That pitch misses outside for ball 2. Weinbaum, his last time up, he reached on an infield single and advanced to second on a throwing error. A run did come in on that play. This one is high for ball 3. One more ball, and Needham is getting another run. They've already gotten 1 on a hit-by-pitch this inning. .30 pitch. Misses, ball 4. Another run comes in on a free pass. Now up is Jacob Smith. First pitch, and he smacks this one out to left. Villa going back, tracking it, and he's got it for out number 3. Needham flips the script on Brookline there in the top of the 5th inning. It is now a 5-3 lead for the visitors as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. All runs will be credited to Martell. Who is now on the hook for the loss should this lead not change. Barnett back out on the mound. So if the lead does not change, he will be credited with the win. He'll be facing the 3, 4, 5 hitters for Brookline. That's Villa, Siegel, and Wickman. Villa, his last time up, he grounded out to short to end the 2nd inning. Of course, in the 1st, he had a 2-out single to right, advanced to 2nd on an error, to 3rd on a wild pitch, and then came home on an RBI single by Siegel. Siegel, meanwhile, also 1 for 2. As he grounded out to 2nd to lead off the 3rd. Wickman 0 for 2 so far with a strikeout and a flyout to center. Now batting, the left fielder, number 7, Daniel Villa. Rain has cleared up for the moment, and I'm certainly happy about that. Holding an umbrella over electrical equipment in this weather with this wind, not one of my favorite things to do. Barnett with the pitch, and Villa slices this one foul and out of play for strike 1. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. That pitch also misses outside for ball 2. 2-1 now the count to Villa. He is 1 for 2 so far today with a run scored. This one low, ball 3. 3-1 pitch, he hits a dribbler, that's going to be fair, and it's juggled by Levine. This might be a close play, and he's safe! Levine tried to recover and flip it to first, but it was not in time. The tie went to the runner, and Villa reaches first on the E3. Now at the plate, the right fielder, number 20, Harrison Siegel. Siegel 1 for 2 so far today with an RBI. First pitch, and it's a check swing dribbler over to first. Levine's going to chase in, and this time he can't beat the first baseman to first. Siegel not happy with the call. He thought he beat Levine to the bag. But either way, Villa does advance to second. on what basically turned into an accidental sac play. Now at the plate, the designated hitter, number 11, Conrad Beast Wickman. Not sure what's happening. It seems like Brookline is asking for a review of the last play. I mean, credit to Siegel, it was a much closer play than it really had any right being. And it looks like they are going to keep it as called. So it will be 1 out, runner at second for Wickman. First pitch, big swing and a miss, strike one. Wickman wanted all of that one, but he got none of it. Oh, 1 pitch, another big swing and another miss. Wickman 0 for 2. He's got 1 strikeout today. He's now in the hole early at 0-2 with 1 out and a runner at second. This one comes in high and it's juggled by the catcher, but Solomon recovers quickly enough to prevent Villa from advancing. In a game as close and back and forth as this one has been, you don't want to give your opponent any free bases. 1-2, the count to Wickman. And they catch him chasing for strike 3. Now back at the plate is the second baseman, number 16, Jake Levin, as he takes strike 1. Levin 1 for 1 so far with a single, a walk, and a run scored. A delayed swing is fouled off, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. That one misses outside for ball 1. Barnett sets, checks the runner, 1-2 pitch. Golf swing out to right, and that's going to drop, and they're going to send Villa around, and the throw's going to get away, and Villa comes in to score. Levin gets Brookline back within 1 with an RBI single to right. Now up with 2 down, and the tying run at first. Up is the catcher, number 4, Avery Melton. And first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Melton, his last time up, he grounded into a fielder's choice to end the bottom of the 3rd inning. He is 0 for 2 so far today. That pitch comes in low and inside for ball 2. Brookline continuing its streak of scoring every single one of its runs with 2 down. 2-0 pitch. Melton launches this one out to right. It's tracked by Melton, and he's got the catch. The 5th inning ends, and through 5, it's anyone's game. But right now, at this exact moment, it is Needham's. The score, Needham 5, Brookline 4. Due up after Needham batted around in the previous inning. It'll once again be the 2-3-4 hitters. Oh, yeah, it's streamed live right now. It's on YouTube, and it'll stay up later if you want to play where you find it. Yeah. Oh, no, I got a business card. Yeah. Just search my full name, and you'll find it. No problem. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was like tie goes to the runner. The second one, I was like, man, if you just reached out and tagged, it would have made your job easier. That's how I always wanted to be. I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Oh, no kidding. Thank you. We return to action now for the top of the 6th inning. James Dialchand-Erickson back on the mound for Brookline. He'll be facing Needham's 2-3-4 hitters, Nico Schwartz, Will Gwarek, and Jack Levine. Those 3 were able to start a big rally for Needham. Schwartz led off the top of the 5th with a big double to left center. And then Gwarek brought him in immediately with a single up the middle. Levine drew a walk. And then after an error, a throwing error on an attempted sac bunt by Barnett, loaded the bases with nobody out. That was when Martell was pulled off the mound and replaced with Dialchand-Erickson. After that, a bases loaded hit by pitch brought in a run. And then 2 outs later, a bases-loaded walk brought in another. And this has been a game where every single run has mattered. First pitch to Nico Schwartz comes in high for ball 1. Now he sends this one sky high into left. And it's dropped by Villa. Schwartz going down to second on the 2-base error. Looked like it was going to be 1 out. Instead, it is going to be a runner at second with nobody out, as that ball must have just changed directions on Villa at the last second, and he couldn't adjust. First pitch now to Gwarek, catches the inside corner for strike 1. This pitch now comes in high for ball 1. Gwarek in the exact same situation he was in last inning, runner at second, nobody out. And last time that happened, he hit a single up the middle to drive in what was at the time the game-tying run. 1-1 pitch, and that one misses for ball 2. Almost got past Melton. So 2-1, the count to Gwarek. That pitch misses inside for ball 3. And this pitch high for ball 4. Gwarek walks, and now Needham has 2 base runners on with nobody out. Up comes the first baseman, number 24, Jack Levine. First pitch curves in low for ball 1. Dialchin Erickson brought the off speed, but Levine wasn't chasing. This pitch, he catches him chasing, and that's strike 1. And he gets a piece of this one and sends it to the backstop. That'll be strike 2. That one misses low and inside for ball 2. Two-two pitch comes in high and inside for ball 3. Dialchin Erickson in danger of loading the bases again with nobody out. Payoff pitch. Misses ball 4. Back-to-back walks following the 2-base error has now loaded the bases for the pitcher, number 20, Kevin Barnett. First pitch, and he fouls it out of play for strike 1. And he hits one. It's over 11 and into the outfield. They had the infield in, and now it's going to cost them 2 runs. Just like that, 7-4. Schwartz and Gwarek both come in to score. And Needham extends its lead out to 3. That was that Luis Gonzalez from the 0-1 World Series type of hit. If the infield isn't in to account for the threatening base runners, then that one's a simple pop out to second. But because they had the infield in, it floated just over the outstretched glove of Jake Levin. And because they were aggressively sending those base runners, they were able to wheel in 2 and take a 3-run lead. Now up the right fielder, number 2, Jeremy Melton. He's showing bunt, and Dialchin Erickson steps off the rubber to check on the base runners. Still showing bunt. pulls back and swings and misses. They tried to go for the fake bunt. Didn't quite work, and that'll be strike one. This pitch, he lays down the bunt, and it's picked up foul. Rothman let that one roll into foul territory, and that'll be strike two on Melton. Oh, and 2 the count. Bunt now off the table. Pitch misses, low and away, ball 1. This pitch, a dribbler up the third baseline, foul, and Melton stays alive at 1-2. One-two pitch, and that curve does not curve enough, and it comes in high for ball 2. Two-two pitch, and he smacks this one out to left, and it's foul. If that one just a few feet to the right, that was going to bring in at least 1 run, possibly 2. Instead, the count remains 2-2. Now this pitch, he slices it into right, and that's going to drop in foul territory. Melton giving Dialchand Erickson a battle here in the top of the 6th. Now this pitch, he hits a dribbler, and it's off his own leg, and that's going to be another foul ball. That's about 3 or 4 foul balls that Melton has had with 2 strikes. As he continues to fight here against Dialchand Erickson. This one, a dribbler to the middle. They tag the first, and they throw to first for 2. Jack Martell turns the double play. And just like that, it's now 2 outs with a runner at third for the designated hitter, number 28, Ben Wertheim. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. It was a big turn of 2 by Jack Martell. As this one, it's a slow dribbler to first, picked up by Rothman. He'll take it himself for out number 3. Needham adds 2 more runs to its lead. And if Brookline wants to get back in this, they're going to need a big rally here in the next 2 innings. The score through 5 1/2, Needham 7, Brookline 4. And we got some relief pitcher action going on here for Needham. Now on the mound is number 19, Ben Black. So Kevin Barnett, having thrown 5 innings and having left the game with a lead, if this lead does not change, Barnett will be credited with the win. Due up for Brookline here in the bottom of the 6th will be the 8-9-1 hitters, and it looks like they've had Dialchand Erickson take Gosling's place in the order. So it'll be Dialchand, Erickson, Kravitz, and Sawada. And to explain that substitution, Dialchand Erickson took over for Jack Martell on the mound, but Jack Martell moved over to Gosling's spot at short. So effectively, you can say Dialchand Erickson came in as a substitute for Gosling and then swapped positions with Martell. So now Dialchand Erickson has Gosling's spot in the batting order. Dialchand Erickson at the plate so far this season. He is batting 5 for 23 with a double, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBI. And he's hoping to get something going here at the start of the bottom of the 6th. First pitch from Black. Catches the high corner for strike 1. Oh, 1, and he gets Dialchand Erickson chasing. Might have got a piece of it, but either way, that is going to be strike 2. This pitch comes in high and outside for ball 1. 1-2 pitch. He makes contact, a hard grounder over to third, fielded, thrown to first, and that's going to be out number 1. So 1 down. Black retires the first batter he faces, and now up is the center fielder, number 3, Ryan Kravitz. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Kravitz, his last time up, he got a single to left, but was ultimately stranded, as this one comes in high for ball 2. Kravitz is 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored so far today. Now faces a 2-0 count. And that one catches the high corner for strike 1. This pitch, he hits a high bouncer, fielded by the shortstop. Schwartz throws to first, and that'll be out number 2. So a pair of infield groundouts. Now have 2 outs with nobody on as Brookline cycles around to the leadoff man, the third baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. Sawada catches a piece of that one and sends it to the backstop for strike 1. That one comes in low for ball 1. Now this pitch inside for ball 2. Sawada, his last time up, he lined out to third. He is 0 for 2 today with a walk. This one, he gets a blooper, and back there is Gwarek to make the grab. We are through 6 here at Warren Field as we get ready for the 7th and final inning of regulation. The score, Needham 7, Brookline 4. Here we go, top of the 7th inning. Dialchand Erickson returns to the mound for Brookline. He will face the 8-9-1 hitters for Needham, starting with the catcher, number 6, Nate Solomon, as Solomon takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Second pitch is in there for strike 1. And now strike 2. One-two pitch. Delayed swing, hits a dribbler right back to Dialchand Erickson, and he underhands it to first for out number 1. Now up, the center fielder, number 3, Dylan Weinbaum. And he makes hard contact here. That one's going right into left for a single. Now cycling back around to the top of the order with number 8, Jacob Smith. Throw back to first, and Weinbaum dives back safely. Smith, his last time up, he flew out to left to end the 5th inning. He is 2 for 3 so far today with a pair of doubles. Swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 1. Actually, correction, Smith is 2 for 4. This is now his 5th plate appearance today. Swing and a miss, that'll be strike 2. Runner takes off, swing and a miss, strike 3, but it is a successful steal for Weinbaum. We haven't seen a lot of stolen bases today, but there is one for Weinbaum. Now up is the shortstop, number 9, Nico Schwartz. Schwartz led off the last inning. A 2-base error by the left fielder allowed him to reach, and then he came in to score. Hard contact here, and that's into left field. They're going to send Weinbaum around. Throw coming in is not going to be in time, and that is another run in for the Rockets. Schwartz goes to second on the throw. And now with an 8-4 lead for Needham, up comes the second baseman, number 15, Will Gworek. First pitch, and it's a liner right at Rothman, and that's going to end the inning. So Needham adds one more run onto their lead. And for a game that's been close throughout, Needham now fairly comfortably ahead. This, the biggest lead of the entire game so far, 8-4. And the biggest a lead one could really possibly have, barring something really fluky. As we go into the bottom of the 7th, Ben Black returns to the mound, hoping to close things out for Needham. He's got a 4-run lead to work with, and he'll be facing the 2-3-4 hitters for Brookline to start. It'll be Rothman, Villa, and Siegel. The highest scoring single inning for Brookline so far this season was 5 runs in that big comeback win over Cambridge Ringe a couple weeks ago. And I think they also had a 5-run inning. Yes, they did. They also had a 5-run inning in their win that earlier that same week against Weymouth. So it's not completely outside the realm of possibility that Brookline could come back, but it's not going to be easy. Leading off is Eli Rothman. He hits a grounder right over to Gworek at second. He throws to first, and that's out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Black. And now up comes the left fielder, number 7, Daniel Villa. First pitch is ball 1. This pitch misses for ball 2. Now a hard hit, but right at the shortstop. Schwartz picks it up and throws to first, and that's out number 2. Brookline down to their final out. And it is the right fielder, number 20, Harrison Siegel. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Siegel produced the first run of this high-scoring ball game with an RBI single back in the first inning. Now he could be the last batter of the game as he takes strike 1. One pitch, and Siegel slices it. It's going to be in foul territory. It's being tracked out and right, and Melton makes the grab. That ends the ball game. The final score, the Needham High Rockets 8, the Brookline High Warriors 4. Brookline got out to a hot start with 3 runs in the first couple innings. Their offense really seemed to be getting back on track, and they seemed to be sitting pretty. But Needham kept up the fight, chipped away at the lead, and then chipped onto their own lead after they flipped the script and stayed ahead to ultimately capture the win. Before we sum up this game, to bring a close to this broadcast, remember, if you enjoyed the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. And if you got anything to say about this game after the fact, feel free to say it in the comment section down below. And speaking of down below, be sure to check out the description section of the video for all the information you need about our local charity spotlight for today, the Brookline Food Pantry. Find out how you can help feed your community today. And of course, in the bottom right corner of your screen, you can see the URL for my personal website, jessesports.com. Find out more about me, the services I provide, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team or player. And if you have any questions for me directly, you can send them to my email address, also in the bottom right corner, jgms88@gmail.com. And right below that, you can see the link to my Instagram account, instagram.com/jgms88. Follow me there, and you can see highlights from previous games that I've streamed. So before we head home for the day, let's sum up the action here in this one. In the top of the first, Needham started with a bang, a big double to left by Jacob Smith, but he would get stranded at third. No score in the top of the first. In the bottom of the first, Daniel Villa hit a 2-out single to right as the Needham right fielder could not make a difficult sliding catch. It allowed Villa to go down to second. He would go to third on a wild pitch, and then he came in to score on a single to center by Harrison Siegel, giving Brookline a 1-0 lead at the end of the first. In the top of the second, Needham went down in order, and then Brookline led off with a single to center by Jake Levin. Then after a pair of strikeouts, it was back-to-back walks by Ryan Kravitz and Keenan Sawada that loaded the bases, and Eli Rothman came through with a big 2-out single to left to drive in both Levin and Kravitz, extending the Brookline lead to 3-0. In the top of the third, Needham's offense started to threaten, a leadoff walk by Nate Solomon, and then an advance to second on a wild pitch. But then Dylan Weinbaum grounded into a fielder's choice where Solomon was run down between second and third. Jacob Smith followed up with another double, this one down the third base line. And it got runners on second and third with one out. But the runners would be stranded as Brookline held on to their lead. In the bottom of the third, Brookline got one runner on first, courtesy of a walk, but he would be thrown out on an inning-ending fielder's choice. Top of the fourth is when Needham's offense finally got going. Started with a one-out single to center by the pitcher, Kevin Barnett. And then two batters later, a big single to left center by Ben Wertheim brought in pinch runner Brooks Clark for Needham's first score. Nate Solomon reached on an E4 as Max Casper was brought in to run for him. And then Dylan Weinbaum hit an infield single to third, and then a throwing error by the third baseman allowed Wertheim to come in with the second run of the game for Needham. Brookline got out of the jam with the lead still intact at that point, but they could not add to their own score. A single to left was all they got in the bottom of the fourth as the runner was left stranded again. Then in the top of the five is where Needham's offense really took off and things started to really fall apart for Brookline. Nico Schwartz led off with a double to left center, and Will Gworek followed that up with a single up the middle to drive in Schwartz and tie the game at 3 apiece. Jack Levine drew a walk, and Barnett tried to lay down a bunt, and the pitcher tried to throw the lead runner out at first, but the throw came in low, and everyone reached safely to load the bases with nobody out. That is when starting pitcher Jack Martell was pulled for reliever James Dialchand Erickson, but he would give up the tie on the very first pitch as he hit Jeremy Melton, and the bases loaded hit by pitch brought in a run. 2 outs later, it seemed like the damage would be limited, but then Dylan Weinbaum drew a bases-loaded walk to bring in another run, and it was only after that that the inning ended, with Needham having flipped the script on Brookline and taken a 5-3 lead. In the bottom of the fifth, Brookline was able to chip away at that lead. Daniel Villa reached first on an E3, and then after 2 outs, one of them a grounder that advanced Villa to second. It was Jake Levin that hit a single to right to drive in Villa and cut the lead down to 1. But then in the top of the sixth, Needham added to their lead. Nico Schwartz led off and reached second on an E7. Back-to-back walks by Gworek and Levine loaded the bases, and then Barnett hit a single to right to drive in 2 before a double play and a ground out ended the inning. It was 7-4 at that point. Brookline went down in order in the bottom of the sixth. In the top of the seventh, Needham was able to add one more run. Dylan Weinbaum hit a single to left and stole second. And then Nico Schwartz hit a single to left with 2 outs to bring in Weinbaum. And then Brookline went down in order in the bottom of the seventh, and that ended the ball game. From Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. The final score, Needham 8, Brookline 4. Thank you all so much for tuning in today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh, no, you can watch it afterwards.
Oh, that's great. Gosh, I wish Needham High would do